I thought it would be a good place to start with breakfast.
Hello and welcome to episode, I don't know what episode we're on. What episode we're on? It's been a long time.
Yeah, sure.
We're back on the YouTube, we're back on the YT. It is a very special day here at Marchon HQ. Celebrating but in honour of a number of things. Firstly, Movember classes have been going on all morning with our HQ members, and at midday today we kick off the very first ever Marchon Men's Day. We are bringing together men of our community to raise awareness for both mental and physical men's health. We've got some cool talks from Oddballs, Mr. Tom Foxley talking all things mindset. We have a collection of amazing men coming together, and we're doing it all for Ben Gregory's Recovery Fund. Ben is a good friend of the brand. His partner Naomi has been a colleague of mine whilst I was at Nike, and she's a very good friend. She's been on our program, represented us in a number of competitions. Unfortunately, probably a couple of months ago now, Ben was knocked off his bike, and it's a long road with his recovery, and we need to raise as much money as possible. So I actually spoke to her in the middle of the week. I realised the severity of how long it's going to take for him to get back to full recovery, and also just how much money it's going to cost. It is astronomical. So we are going to do all we can today and ongoing until the job is done to raise as much money for Ben. And at the same time, this month, November, shine the light on men's mental and physical well-being, and today is the very first Men's Day. We're looking forward to it. Stay tuned for what's to come. Talks, education, socialising, networking, getting together, sharing stories, sharing suffering through fitness, and then breaking bread together at the end. It's going to be a good one. Bagel time. Ooh. Yeah. First up, chicken, cheese and spicy nut.
Yes, boy.
Oh, man, like Daryl Tucker, yeah?
Hey, how's it, bro?
Good things.
Nice to see you. Good.
Someone fucked it, mate. Struggling to get it home. Music. Ready. Nice.
We are at Men's Day. Lots of talks from Oddballs and Tom Foxley, mindset coach. It's going to be really good, really informative, and then there's going to be a big old sweat with the team later. I think it's like a close to 90-minute workout, so absolutely horrendous way to solidify our bond as men. Yeah. That's what we're looking to do. Men's Day.
Excited?
Yeah, gas. Really excited. It's going to be a bit of fun.
I'm just, happy that we're getting a load of men together and going to throw it down. Maybe even should we pull the mats out, Sammy, and have a little roll?
Not today.
40 men just rolling around on the floor. My dream. No, excited actually to hear Tom Foxley speak. I've seen all of his content, but never actually seen any of his workshops. So excited to see him speak, learn a little bit. Hopefully, put a lot of it into practice with myself and coach some of those bits as well. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Today
I wasn't really expecting it.
Get out of my face.
Sun's come out.
That's branding, that is. Oddballs Foundation. That sun is shiny. You're going to be able to see it from there. Just doing a little dance.
Yeah, there we go.
So, it is 10 to 12, we've got 10 minutes. There's a couple of people we're still waiting for. Today's going to kick off at midday. We've got Oddballs Foundation, who do a lot of work around raising awareness for men's testicular cancer. So they're going to give us a little short presentation. And then we've got, as I said, Tom Foxley giving a talk on mindset, biohacking your mindset, the physiology behind it, and how to come over limiting beliefs and the story in which you tell yourself, so that we can get the most of us out of ourselves in everyday life and also through our fitness. And then we're going to get into a 90-minute workout. So we're going to clear the gym, set the place up, and get into it with each other. So another 10 minutes, just waiting for the last people to arrive, and then we're going to kick off today's proceedings. So today is the first of its kind. You're always a bit close to me, stand over here. Today's the first of its kind. We wanted to get together as a group of men. We've not done anything like this before. Obviously it's November and the month in which we shine light on Movember. So for a really good cause, and today is a little bit closer to home for us because of raising money for Ben and his recovery fund. Those of you that haven't seen the story or heard the news of what happened a few months ago, tragically hit off his bike, and he's spent the majority of the period there in intensive care. He's coming out the other side of that now. I spoke to his partner in the week, and she wanted us to put together a little video and some messages for him, because I believe he will begin to understand some of those bits, and he knows that today's going down. She also shared with me that they're going down the private route for his recovery, just to put some figures on what that's going to cost, particularly over the next 6 months, is £19,000 a week for the next 6 months. So sort of minimum £500,000 just to get him to the other side of that, and then it's a lifelong recovery thereafter. So what we're doing today, and all the proceeds going to it, although it will be a small portion of that figure, everything counts, all right? So thank you very much for not only giving up your time, but also paying to come down here for us. We're going to make this as impactful as possible from the talks that the boys are going to give from Oddballs. Let them come on to introduce themselves, and then the main piece from Tom as well. And then we're going to get into a fairly hefty chunk of work, about a 90-minute workout as well, where I think everyone in the room is going to try and all get involved together, the coaches included, so we can kind of go through it and share some suffering, some sweat all together, and then we'll finish by breaking bread. The food's being donated from the Silver Palette, which is a local restaurant that we frequent. So, like I said, thank you very much. It means a lot to us that you've all come down. Some brilliant faces in the room, some new faces that we've not met before, and you are the start of something, hopefully, that we can repeat after this month. All right, so thank you very much, boys. I'll hand over to Oddballs first.
Ever more emphasises the fact of checking yourself regularly, so that if you do end up autistic with cancer, you can nip it in the bud early.
Yeah, so as Digby's mentioned, the odds are in our favour, but as he says, early is the key. Also throwing down at you on the gym floor later.
Finished the talk with Tom. It was really, really good. I think seeing just the guys open up as well after the first couple of minutes of just being sat down and feeling a little bit, not necessarily feeling more vulnerable, but being willing to be a bit more vulnerable, sparked some good conversations. Lots of really positive take-homes from Tom there, coping mechanisms, ways in which we can become a little bit more aware of the thoughts and feelings that we have. So yeah, brilliant little section now. Everyone's caffeined up with the old Rain. Big up Rain for supporting the event. Going to get our shorts on, and now we've got a 90-minute workout. So this is going to be true Marchon style. 90 minutes in the gym and a little bit outside as well. In teams, working out together. Time to get busy.
Quick changing room.
Go through this next 90 minutes. The goal of the next bit is to work hard.
I can change who I am. I'm not fixed as this one scared kid. I can change who I really am. Shit happens in life. Like, that is the long and the short of it. As long as it's been coaching mindset, I've just seen that shit happens to all of us at different times, and we go through different difficult parts in life, so you have to build up that buffer. I've got something that I want to change about the way I think, about my mentality. That's basically it. I'm ready to change, and I've got something to change. That's the first step. It's the easy step. It's like you realise where you are, and you realise that it's time to make a change. What do we need to become aware of? 4 things. Our thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and behaviours. Where did those thoughts come from as well? Because you're not generating them. They're coming from somewhere else. recognising that we're all lunatics on the inside, probably useful there.
Silver palette, as always, kindly donated today.
My God.
Smells so good.
Yeah, of course. Where do you want it? In front of that? Yeah, of course.
God, I even broke the fucking back garden patio and everything. We're in a rented house, so that's kind of
Really nice tight work from England.
So workout complete. That was a 90-minute workout, which is a little bit different for some of our events. We basically wanted to share in a bit of suffering, work hard, test ourselves both physically, mentally, and get that team feel going, pulling each other through the workout. It went down really well. I think a lot of people at times were out of their depth, but that was exactly what this was about. Testing ourselves, bringing the best out of each other. Workout is now complete. We're breaking bread with some food donated from the Silver Palette. As always, a great feast after a typical Marchon event. We've also managed to get the England-Japan game on there. So that has been a massive, massive success. I think we've probably raised in ticket sales alone to get down here a few £1,000s, all for Ben. Today's hashtag was for Ben. It's been a massive success. Everyone's travelled from far and wide. We've had Manchester, Belfast, Worthing, all across the UK, bringing together the Marchon community, the strong men of the Marchon community. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I think we're going to be over and out. We'll be back in a few weeks' time as well, because we've got plenty to document over the coming weeks as we build towards Christmas. Without limits, Marchon. Peace.